Novak, it looks like you are pretty popular here at Melbourne Park. Novak, you look at that trophy here just beside me and you have just opened a new chapter in Australian Open history. 7 Australian Open titles. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, what can I say? I mean, I have to remind myself how grateful I am and how blessed I am really to experience this. I obviously didn't have too much time to contemplate on everything that has happened. I just walked off the court and obviously came to speak to you guys. But obviously when when lights are off, I'm really looking forward to that moment because it has been quite a special journey in the last 12 months with a surgery and major injury that happened only 12 months ago, and now winning three out of last 4 slams is just it's amazing.
It is absolutely incredible. Your family, Yelena and Stefan and Tara, are not with you tonight. Have you had a chance to FaceTime them or get on the phone and speak to them?
Before the match I have, they bring me this serenity and love, and exactly what I need. Before the match, you guys know how it is. You're hyped and I mean, I'm kind of a guy that likes things calm before the match. I don't. Rafa is maybe opposite, but speaking to them obviously calms me down and brings me this positive energy that I carry on the court.
Novak, in your speech that you made on Rod Laver Arena, you were told them, they said to you that they were watching. I have confirmation for you that they were watching because your wife sent a tweet to you. So
gosh.
There you go. Does that make you feel good that they
yes.
saw it all?
Please keep it there for a while. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Do
yes.
you miss them so much in moments like this?
I do, of course I do. I miss them, of course, in the moments like this even more. But I'll be there in a few days, and we'll share this wonderful emotions.
Well, you certainly got off to a pretty serene start out there. You got off to a flyer in this one against your great rival Rafa. I mean, were you surprised that you were able to wrestle control this match so quickly?
To be honest, not really, because that's exactly what I intended to do. I wanted to step out on court and bring in the intensity, because I knew that the intensity is awaiting for me from the other side. At the end, Rafa is kind of a guy that every single match he brings that 100% of intensity and focus, and he makes you play every shot from the very first point. Brings a lot of energy in his shot. So, I definitely needed a good start, and because we both were playing well coming into the match, we were both striking the ball really nicely. But I knew that I have a good chance if I'm in the court dictating play. So at the beginning, that was the goal.
Well, you were very offensive, but you also were stingy. You only hit 9 unforced errors in this match against a player of his caliber. Have you ever played better against Rafa?
Under the circumstances, maybe not. Maybe this can be the best quality tennis I've played against Rafa in a Grand Slam final.
And now you've won your 15th major title. It's, I'm sure, unbelievable. As a kid growing up, you probably dreamt of winning one, mate. How does that feel? And you've passed Pete Sampras, one of the all-time greats of our sport.
Yeah, and my idol as well. Growing up, I watched Pete, win his first Wimbledon, and dreamt of
Come on, man.
and Jim Courier win his Roland Garros.
I lost him at that Wimbledon. That hurt.
Yes, and Australian Open. Your matches were phenomenal. I was 4 or 5 years old, just got out of diapers and watched that magnificent tennis that inspired me. No, really, it's I always say that I really believe in myself, and I truly do. And I think I was really fortunate from the very early days of my childhood when I started playing tennis to be surrounded with the people who believed in me, maybe even more than I have in myself. My parents and Jelena Genčić, who I call my tennis mother, that is not with us anymore, but she taught me all the fundamentals of tennis, and she used to coach Monica Seles and Goran Ivanišević, and she was with champions. She knew what it takes. but I was growing up in during 90s, and time was a war in my country, and was, quite impossible to think that I would be here today for many people, but not for us. We really truly believe that we can do it.
Novak, I want you to take a look at the screen there, because we have a list made up, and that is where you sit in the men's Grand Slam titles. There is your name amongst those greats.
Lucky number 15, I guess. Yes, I mean, I think, well, first of all, I need to be very, very conscious of what this is and what this means, and I, as I said, I will definitely do a lot of reflection and contemplating and being grateful for this moment, but at the same time, I would like to keep going.
Novak, how do you celebrate 7 Australian Open titles? What do you do?
In the yard.
They want to go out with you tonight, but what have you got planned?
There's only one man that goes into the yard.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it. How do you celebrate? What do you do? Are you heading straight out of here in the morning?
I'll be here till tomorrow night, so I'm more of a daytime kind of guy. So
we can organise a lunch for you, that's all right.
I'll go to the beach, I'll go to Botanical Gardens.
No, don't say exactly where you're going.
Yeah. Come, 12 o'clock, no, I'm kidding.
Has it sunk in though, or is it tomorrow when you realise what you've achieved?
Well, as I said, going off the court right away, it's hard because, you have a lot of commitments and TVs and still there's not much time by yourself. So I think when I'm by myself tonight, before I go to sleep, that's probably where it will start to kick in.
Novak, some of the all-time greats, they like to chase a record. Some likes to chase perfection in their game. Some of them just like to compete. What drives you?
All of the three.
Good answer.
Yeah, I mean, I everything you said, it resonates. I mean, I want to get better as Rafa and everybody else, and we need to, because the new generation is coming up, and if you want to stay out there, you have to get better and you have to constantly improve. I like to compete, obviously, as anybody else out there, and breaking records and making history of the sport that I truly love is the biggest honor and huge motivation, obviously.
You won 3 in a row. Roland Garros is next. 4. Is that within your reach?
You tell me.
Absolutely it is.
The way you played tonight, mate.
Novak Djokovic, you have been extremely generous with your time tonight. We know that the world's media is waiting for you to speak to them. I do have one thing, and I don't think it will be much of a stretch for you to do so. So grab this cup and you better show your fans. I'm going to get it out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 Australian Open champion, Novak